You have to lose your fear of failure. Failure is a part of the process. People who never fail never try. You have to fail. You got to get it wrong to get it right. You learn nothing from winning. You only learn from your failure.
It don't matter how fucked up that might look. It don't matter how much it feel like it ain't gonna work. You gotta believe the delusion, because it's only delusional until it works. So is it really delusional? I'm only gonna call it delusion until it don't work for nobody else to see, but for the whole world to see. And then once the world see it, there's nothing delusional about it. Now, your delusion becomes, oh, he was a fucking genius. We didn't see it when he saw it. We didn't understand it when he did. We thought this motherfucker was crazy. He always figured this thing was the thing to do, and he's stuck by that shit.
Don't cast bad spells on yourself. And hear me out. Never call yourself dumb. Never say I'm a dumb person. Never say I'm a weak person. Don't cast these bad spells on yourself. You need to understand that what you say and what you think will shape the universe you live in. This is a common problem a lot of people do. It's also a common problem that a lot of people do to their friends. A lot of people cast bad spells on their friends, like, oh bro, you're just dumb as always. Stuff like that. Don't cast bad spells on yourself or your loved ones or anyone you care about.
I just wanted it so bad. I wanted it so bad.
Young men really need to hear this, I think, is that you should be a monster. Because everyone says, well, you should be harmless, virtuous. You shouldn't do anyone any harm. You should sheath your competitive instinct. You shouldn't try to win. You don't want to be too aggressive. You don't want to be too assertive. You want to take a back seat and all of that. It's like, no, wrong. You should be a monster, an absolute monster, and then you should learn how to control it.
Most people use thinking to be lazy. They don't realize what their brain's doing. They succumb to their natural human evolution, which is to try and save as much time and energy as possible and be the laziest humanly possible. That's why no one's rich. The basic programming says don't work out. Have you guys not thought about that? The basic programming says working out's dumb. Guess what? It is evolutionarily dumb, isn't it? Wasting time and energy for what? Oh, to spend some calories and grow some muscle. Muscle just takes more calories to burn. What's the point of that? You don't see a dog working out, do you? You don't. You don't see a wolf working out. You don't see a lion working out. But guess what? You live in a world of unlimited energy. And it's the people who cannot adapt to this new thing. It's the people who are lazy, who will always be at the very bottom. There's loads of shit that your brain wants to do dumb. In fighting, the natural human instinct is dumb. Like, fighters break their natural human instincts of what to do. And that's why fighting's hard. If you have an idea, try it first. Try it, and reality will tell you whether it was a good idea or not.
I can tell you, the harder and harder you work in here, the harder and harder it becomes to accept failure out there. Second place isn't an option anymore, guys. The more you give in here, the more you get out there. Why would you not want to give it at all? What else are you gonna do? You come here and kill it right now? I know it sounds like habitual what I say all the time, but sometimes you got it ingrained in your head. What else would you be doing right now? Taking a time off? You don't believe in yourself. You believe in yourself. You want to be in here killing it. Because giving you that much more of a chance because you believe you can come there. The people that don't come in here because they're tired and stuff are people that don't believe in themselves. That's why they don't see the asset of being in the gym to grow. They see it as a waste of time because they don't believe they can ever get there. So therefore, why take the precautionary steps? Because they don't even want to go to battle because they know they're going to lose.
If you don't have the mindset that you're the best ever, you failed already. And that's been my mindset since I can remember. That will be my mindset as long as I can remember anything. I am the best ever at what I do. And every day I will strive to be that. But my mindset will always be as such as I am the best to do what I do. And that'll give me a shot at being the best. But before you can ever reach anything, you have to believe it. You don't just mistakenly become great at something.
You gotta play with your heart, with every ounce of fiber in your body. There's no room for second place. There's only one place, and that's first place.
Willing to sacrifice this now for the belief of what tomorrow can be. You must hope and believe in yourself if you ever want to see what that hope can turn into. Those are the measures that lead to the big moments of success that everyone sees in life. No one sees the struggle in here. No one sees the hardship, the early mornings you get up. No one sees any of that. They just see if your hand's raised or not. And if it is, oh, what a great guy. Oh, I wish I could be that guy. I wish I could be that guy. But they're not clapping, wishing they could be you at 5 in the morning when you get out of bed, when it's pissing rain outside, to come and train for that hand to be raised. They don't want to be that guy. They just want the glory. And that's the differential of a champion.
You have to want it. You have to want to be better. You have to have pride in yourself. You have to have, there's something about you, whether it's your last name, whether it's just the smallest thing. You have to be proud of yourself. I can't give it to you. That's why when people said, you know way you can do better than Can't Hurt Me. Roger that, we'll fucking see. I wanna be the standard. I wanna be that guy, like how we're gonna live, how we're gonna represent ourselves. Most people didn't live up to that ethos. And that is why if people can make up a mission statement, an ethos in which they wanna live by, every morning you wake up, you hold yourself accountable to that mission, not a company's, your own. Make up your own mission statement. What do you want to be in life? And once you do that, now you can work with somebody to get better. You can work with yourself to get better. But until you know what you want to stand for, you will always just be sitting down. You'll never stand for anything.
I've never had to deal with procrastination. I've never had to deal with not being motivated, because what is the alternative? Literally be a loser forever. I am sick of reading shit on the internet saying, yeah, you know, some people are special and they take longer to bloom and your time will come. Let me tell you something, 99.9% of people who are born broke, live broke, stay broke, die broke. That is the reality for almost everybody. The internet and their it's all gonna come to you at the right time bullshit is a psyop to keep you down. You already know the answer. You don't need me to tell you. Have fun staying poor. Have fun staying poor.
I'll tell you right now, man, I've had that attitude a lot in my life when I was younger. And if you sit there and you sit in that depression and you sit in that kind of mindset, right now you're being tested, man. So while you're being tested, you cannot fall victim to that, you know, that kind of depressed mindset, because all that mindset's gonna do is make everything you have going wrong with you even worse. You're not alone once again. So right now, you got all these health problems and shit. You start thinking that you're all by yourself. So you're not the only one going through bad shit, but make sure that your attitude is the best it can always be. Because if it's not, there is no hope for you, man.
Champions are found in lab studies. The thousands of hours of hard work when no one's watching. That's what makes the will unstoppable. When you're in here and no one else is, and you're pushing yourself harder than anybody with no one around, burns every fear down, guys. Some fear people use, it's a block to them. They're scared from it, they run from it. Fear, you know, shuts them down. For others, here's a motivation.
The human brain is wired to be very lazy, but I'm going to explain to you guys why thinking is probably bad. The human brain was designed for maximum efficiency. The reason a baby cries and points at something is because it takes less calories to cry and point than it does to walk up and go get it. If it can cry and point, which will make literally a human walk over, grab it, bring it to the baby and give it to him, that's more energy efficient. The human brain and all animals in the world are designed to be efficient. They're designed to be lazy. This is why you will always be lazy. We are in a new paradigm where humans, you, have basically unlimited food. You have actually unlimited energy. Energy risk isn't an issue. There's a reason you guys should be working out every day. You wouldn't work out every day if you might not have food that day, would you? Because that's a waste of energy. You guys need to understand that we live in a world of unlimited energy, and none of you guys are actually so broke that you have to worry about, will I get enough calories today to be able to think? So you need to rewire your brain. That energy is free and effort is free. It takes a bit of time, but you also need to just understand that usually spending the time is worth it. Do I get damaged in any way? Yeah, I know you lose a bit of time. Oh, well, Luke, I work 2 full-time jobs and I'm really tired. Cool. Sorry, but still, in this world, if you want to be competitive, energy means nothing.
To be a winner, you want to be disciplined, you want to know what you're doing, and then you want to be on the edge where your skills are being developed. And if you're going to be on the edge where your skills are going to be developed, you're at a place where losing is always a possibility, because otherwise you're not pushing yourself beyond your current capacity. A theory of meaning is the antidote to malevolence and suffering, because you want to have a life that's so engaging that you think, despite the fact that I'm limited and that we're mortal and that life is tragedy and there's evil in the world, despite all that, this is worth doing. So you're laying out your competence and your ability, but you're simultaneously pushing yourself to develop past where you are. What that is doing is expanding your competence. And so life is suffering and betrayal in many senses of the word, but you can adopt a way of traversing through life that is more powerful than the tragedy and the malevolence.
How do you deal with procrastination? Why are you asking me that question? Why are you on this podcast asking me how to stop procrastinating? Turn off YouTube. Go do something. Jesus Christ. What's wrong with people?